to shut up and shoot.
Hi, here we go.
Straight Shooter Coffee, the official coffee of Therapyrange. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Therapyrange. Today we're going to talk about an uncomfortable topic. The ATF will be announcing their revised rules on pistol braces here in the next coming days. Within, from tomorrow to next week, before the end of 2022, they will be publishing their new rules on all your pistol braces. So, what to do? Because it looks like they're probably, odds are, they're going to make your pistol braces illegal. They're going to try to ban them, guys. So, they're requesting that you do, there's a few things that you can do. All right, you can destroy it. I'm not destroying shit. They can kiss my rosy red ass. You can turn them into the law enforcement. You could take in, they'll give you amnesty if you turn them in, and they'll destroy them. Not really doing that. You can file to get your tax stamp for it, pay the $250 fee, and register it as an SBR. I don't really like that idea either. When I bought these things, they didn't come with no strings attached to them, and now you're trying to tie strings onto something that I've already purchased, so not a real big fan of that. And then, you can always just take your pistol brace off. You take that off of the gun. And, just have the buffer tube. No brace on it at all. No stock, no brace. That's an option. And I imagine a lot of people will probably do that. But I'm over here looking at the state of Virginia versus the EPA screaming overreach or disregard of separation of powers. You might say, well, what does the EPA versus Virginia have to do with gun legislation? Well, the Supreme Court, at the same time they released the Bruin decision, right in that same time frame, they released the decision on Virginia versus the EPA, which where the EPA was taking and just unilaterally writing new rules with the sole purpose of redistributing government funds from coal to green energy. And apparently there was some folks in Virginia that had a problem with it, and they recognized what was going on. So they took it to court. The Virginia sued the EPA, and the Supreme Court upheld Virginia's standing, saying that there's a separation of powers, and that alphabet agencies aren't allowed to just come in and write whatever kind of rules they want and impose them as law. So here you are with the ATF doing the exact same thing. So it really boils down to where you stand on where are you willing to draw the line at as a civilian, as a citizen. I'm drawing my line in the sand on this. The ATF has argued that pistol braces are effectively equipped enough to be considered a firearm. In the same sentence, the same paragraph, they'll argue with you that it's not protected under the Constitution because it's not a firearm. So it's a firearm when it meets their definition, their requirements, but when you repeal it back to the founding documents, it's not a firearm. Now, we the people that own all of these, the 14 million, I think, is what the number was. I don't think that there's enough people out there that want to get rid of these things to put it to a vote. So you're just going to go ahead and cut Congress out of it and just unilaterally decide what the civilians can have and can't have. I don't think so. ATF, Joe Biden, anybody out there that's just flat out anti-gun, if they pass this, if they make this rule go into effect, and you do any of those things to get into compliance with ATF rules, not laws, rules. They're rules, not laws. There's a difference. Laws are enforceable. Rules are not. They can't take you into a court of law and hold you accountable for rules that you broke, because rules aren't laws. Any halfway decent lawyer and respectable judge will throw that shit right out of court. It'll never stand. You know, if this thing goes into effect, I imagine there'll be lots of states suing the federal government, the ATF, over unconstitutional rulemaking. You can't do that. That's not how the framework is set up. That's why we have a Congress. That's why we have a House of Representatives. That's why there's the Senate. That's why every state has their own representatives. Now, could that be restructured a little bit? Do we need more representatives for some states as population has grown? Maybe. I don't know. Above my pay grade. Paul doesn't know all things, but he knows enough. And he knows enough to know that there's some fuckery afoot. So it's something to be paying attention to, guys. Now, like I was saying, if you register your braces, you're just as bad as they are. You're just as complicit as the people trying to write these rules. If you're willing to sacrifice your liberty for a false sense of security, then you deserve neither. And if you don't know who I just quoted, you should probably just unsubscribe and not follow my channel, because we know our founding fathers here. You know, I'm very much in tune with the way things were set up and the way they were intended to be run, and nothing is being ran the way that it was intended to be running. But I digress. I think I've talked enough shit for one night. Be sure to check out all of the affiliate links. There's not many on YouTube anymore. We got our first strike. I really would love to urge you to go over and check us out on Rumble. There will be a link below for the Rumble channel. We've got our first strike here on YouTube now. They wouldn't even really fully explain why. They just left it all nice and gray and said, go read our firearms policy. Who knows? But I did a rant on that. I took that down. YouTube didn't delete that video. I did. I was acting a fool, and I had to reevaluate my position on all that. So, yeah, I pulled the video down, and it sucks. It is what it is. To all of my loyal followers, the handful of yins out there that really enjoy the channel, the Gundi Awards is coming up soon. They're taking nominations now, so be sure to go check out Therapyrange and get us nominated for a Gundi. Not highly expectations, no high expectations of winning, but it would be cool to be listed. To just be nominated would be cool. Yeah, that'd be fun. All right. Live your life to the fullest. Anything less is an injustice to yourself and every single person around you. Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Going to be fun. I hope your Christmas is great too. And quit dicking the dog and go over to Rumble and check out my buddy, Dear Sarge. He's got some really funny videos posted. It's good stuff. Stay free, America, if you can. It's time to shut up and shoot.
Hi, here we go.